I hope that as you've gone through this module, hopefully sales isn't quite as scary as maybe it was before you started. And actually just knowing things to do and the process to expect can hopefully help build your confidence, but actually really help improve your sales conversion rates as well. As we come to the end of this module, what we want to do is go over some final topics and ideas just to help you think through things that can really help you yourself. So the first one is actually just using the word because. There are several studies that have been done that basically say, sir or madam, I believe that this product is perfect for you because, and simply using that word can go a long way to actually really helping to improve sales conversion rates. So actually justifying your statements, ideally with a really good justification, will actually genuinely help you sell more. But also, even if you just use the word because and then give a very poor answer, it will still help versus not using any justification at all. This is a strange quirk in human psychology, but it's also true and hence why we include it in the module. Never forget about the 6 principles of universal influence. Obviously, we had a whole module on this earlier in the course, but actually these things, from commitment and consistency to being seen as an authority and expert, and all of the things that we cover, these things will genuinely help you when you have conversations with clients. Early on in the course, we talked about communication and how actually, if you can, use video for your sales approaches. What that hopefully does is help the people that you're trying to communicate with both see you as a real person, because you are a real person, versus a chat bot or a spam bot, which are very common nowadays. But also your tone of voice, your personality and your passion can really come across. So although for sales it's often easier to do email where you just do a very quick written approach because you don't really have to put yourself out there, you will actually convert more if you can use video. And there are lots of different ways to do that, from your smartphone to different platforms, and even LinkedIn has the ability to include video in your messages. And then last but not least, a lot of the topics that we've talked about, they're all on their own relatively small improvements that might get you a 2 to 5% improvement in terms of your actual sales performance. But the really important thing is that used together, it's been proven that lots of 1% improvements can actually have a massive difference over the course of a year versus not doing any at all. And what we wanted to do was just share the idea that if you think that 3 or 4 of these ideas could be useful for you, even if you think they're only small on their own, as we start to build up all of the techniques from the course, using all of these new tools within your arsenal, within your process for personal branding, marketing, sales, positioning, and the whole process that we've done so far, it will actually take you a huge step forward versus if you didn't do any of them or you just chose 1 or 2. The trick is to find the ones which are most valuable to you, and actually, if you can, use all of them. This is part of the reason why for the Roadmap MBA optional project, which is at the end of the course, which is for the CPD certification, essentially what we ask you to do is track all of the ideas throughout the course that you think could have the biggest benefit to you, really understand and write down why you think that they might be useful. And that's not for my benefit or our benefit, it's actually to help you as you go through the course to really think, you know what, that could be useful, and this and that. And actually just act as a reminder, because the whole point of doing this course isn't to get the certificate at the end. And although that is nice, it's to make real tangible benefit in your business or career. So I hope the first of the 3 sales modules has been interesting. We go into more detail on more different topics in the next 2 modules. But if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask or join any of the live classroom sessions as well.